Good morning, Carolina from Sade Adventures here, telling you all about this trip to Ecuador over the holiday season. Things are moving really quickly. We're already planning 2027 for many guests. So let me show you what's possible for your holiday dates. I'm going to share my screen. We'll look at the itinerary together. So this trip is a private tour for the four of you. So throughout the itinerary, there are two rooms at each property. And I based it around exactly the dates you gave me, December 23rd arrival, and then I believe beginning of January flying home, which we will touch on. So December 23rd, you're going to fly into Quito. This is the main international airport. And because the cruise that I have found for you leaves on December 24th, you will stay at the airport hotel near the Quito airport. And that's because we want you to be preparing for the Galapagos the next morning. In case there's any delay, there's no need to go 45 minutes into town. So if you don't want to stay at the airport hotel, if you can switch the dates and arrive maybe on the 21st or on the 22nd, that will allow us to go into town and see Quito before going to the islands. If these are the only dates available, then look at this itinerary because I added Quito after the Galapagos. So arrival, stay one night in Quito airport, and December 24th, head out back to the airport. We have assistance. We take you to the terminal. We help you with all the customs. We take care of the ID cards, the entry tickets, and you fly 2.5 hours to the islands and where the cruise will pick you up. This itinerary includes a 5-night cruise on the Sea Star. This is a super family friendly, super diverse cruise. It holds 16 people. It has great amounts of cabins. Every cabin is different. I have 2 balcony suites that are available as of this morning. Of course, these are peak dates. The cruises do not allow holds on the boats more than a few hours at a time. They will fill up. Like I said, we're already booking 2027. So I wanted to show you what the itinerary would look like, but we can also, of course, look at other options as well. So the Sea Star is great. I work with them all the time. I have been selling the Galapagos for 20 years. This is our #1 destination. So any questions you have, please reach out. But 16 people on board means that one guide will take you on all the excursions. You kind of do everything together, but they will also have kayaking and stand-up paddleboarding and all kinds of things that you can do on your own as well. So 5 nights in the Galapagos means everything is included, all your excursions, all your meals, you're getting off the boat at least twice a day. There's going to be animal sanctuaries, there's going to be hiking, there's going to be volcanoes. I put a little map here so you could see it's quite a diverse itinerary that goes from the east of the islands to the western islands, all the way around Isabela. So you will see volcanic beaches, you will see white sand beaches, you will see quite a lot of Mars-like islands here. Every island in the Galapagos is different, and the reason we're going there is for the wildlife. They don't have predators, so there is no fear, and so they don't run away, swim away from you, and that is why it makes it really exciting to go to the islands. It is a protected area, so itineraries, although they are preset by the government, they can change at any moment. If there is any weird activity amongst the animals, they will remove that stop from the cruise and go somewhere else, because we want to always protect the wildlife and not interfere in their day-to-day. So after 5 nights in the islands, you will fly back to Quito. So it's a 2.5 hour flight back. And here we pick you up and we take you to downtown Quito. So we get to start seeing the mainland. We'll stay in the old town, which is Plaza Grande Hotel, great property, 2 rooms. And from here, we'll be here for 3 nights. The first night is our arrival. I'm going to take you out to our #1 restaurant in Ecuador called Nuema. It's a wonderful chef that operates here. The following day, we're going to see the best of Quito. Again, all of these are privately operated. So if you love museums, we'll add a museum. If you love to be outside, we'll spend more time on the trails and so on and so on. But the Quito tour includes the Equator Line, chocolate tasting, the Old Town, the Panaceo Overlook. So there's a good variety of activities. You always have a guide. There's going to be plenty of walking opportunities, but there's always a car with a driver available as well. So we don't need to make it too strenuous. And then the next day, December 31st, we're going to leave the city for a little bit to see Cotopaxi. Cotopaxi is a national park It has an active volcano. It has haciendas, which are like working ranches. So here we can go to the lagoon, we can hike in the lava, we can go horseback riding. There's a lot of things we can do here, but the whole idea is to get to see what life is like in the Andes, have a traditional Ecuadorian lunch here, and come back to Quito for New Year's Eve. There hasn't been anything listed for New Year's Eve yet, meaning dinners or activities, but if they are, we will of course arrange it for you. Usually the hotels have something nice going on. And then January 1st, we're going to head, instead of south to Cotopaxi, we're going to head north to Otavalo. Otavalo is home to the indigenous communities. It is home to the largest market in Ecuador and in South America. So it's a very interesting, colorful part of Ecuador. Lots of mountains, lots of lakes. Each village kind of takes care of something else. Some are carvers, some are leather workers. So a very interesting place to explore. So we will spend some time here. We will go visit an indigenous community. We will have lunch with them. And at the end, instead of going back to Quito proper, we're going to go to Papallacta. Papallacta is just at the foot of the volcanic mountains, and they have hot springs. And in these hot springs, there's a little hotel called Termas Papallacta, and we have a two-bedroom bungalow booked here for you. It's a great way to unwind. There's trails for hiking. There's horseback riding. Of course, the hot springs themselves are a huge attraction, and the bungalows sit right near the hot springs. You can literally walk out and go swimming. So it's a great place to go because the water's hot, but you're in a cold environment, very cozy. So I've included 2 nights here. The first day that you arrive after Otavalo, and the second day, full day free. So you can enjoy the trails and the hot springs and just kind of unwind before day 12, January 3rd, when we fly home. This is quite possible. It's a very nice routing, allowing you to see the mainland of Ecuador as well as the Galapagos. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like the boat? Do you prefer this small boat? Do you want to see some other options? How do you feel about the mainland activities? If you want to see the Amazon jungle, we can remove some of those tourings and add 3 nights in the jungle instead. So there's plenty to see and do in the mainland of Ecuador. I'm happy to help show you how that would work. Thank you so much for letting me rattle on and on about Ecuador, and happy travels.